Day of the Dead, known as Día de Muertos in Spanish, is celebrated in Mexico between October 31st and November 2nd. On this holiday, Mexicans remember and honor their deceased loved ones. It's not a gloomy or morbid occasion. Rather, it is a festive and colorful holiday celebrating the lives of those who have passed on. Mexicans visit cemeteries, decorate the graves, and spend time there, in the presence of their deceased friends and family members. We also make elaborately decorated altars, called ofrendas, in our homes to welcome the spirits. Because of its importance as a defining aspect of Mexican culture and the unique aspects of the celebration which have been passed down through generations, Mexico indigenous festivity dedicated to the dead was recognized by UNESCO as part of the intangible cultural heritage of humanity in 2008. In pre-Hispanic times, the dead were buried close to the family homes, often in a tomb underneath to the central patio of the house. And there was great emphasis of maintaining ties with the deceased ancestors, who were believed to continue to exist on a different plane. With the arrival of the Spaniards and Catholicism, All Souls and All Saints' Day practices were incorporated into pre-Hispanic beliefs and customs, and the holiday came to be celebrated as we know it today. The belief behind Day of the Dead practices is that spirits return to the world of the living for one day of the year to be with their families. The spirits are greeted with offerings of special foods and things that they enjoyed when they were alive. These are laid out on an altar in the family home. It is believed that the spirits consume the essence and the aroma of the foods that are offered. When the spirits depart, the living consumes the food and share it with their family, friends, and neighbors. Other items that are placed on the altar include sugar skulls, often with the person's name inscribed on the top. Pan de muerto, that is a special bread that is made especially for the season, and cempasúchil flowers, marigolds, which bloomed at this time of the year and lend a special fragrance to the altar. This is the offering that my mom and I we made for the Day of the Dead. Let me explain you a little bit about it. As you can see, we put many pictures here. Here, this is my grandma. Her name was Juanita. Some of my uncles. And the most important person in here is my father. So that's why his picture is the big one on the offering. My father passed away 3 years ago, so we remember him and honor him through this offering. And we put in here things that my father used to use. For example, my father loves to take pictures, so we put in here his camera. Also, my father used to read every day, so we put in here his favorite book. He used to love music, so we put in here his favorite album. Even we put in here his glasses and his chess game. This picture is him when he was a kid. Also, we put his hat. He used to use that hat almost every day. Also, we put some food in here. It's supposed to put the favorite food of the people in the pictures, but in here we can't do that because we have cats, and the food is not safe here with the cats. The cat broke this yesterday. Don't do that. So that's the reason we don't put food in here. But yeah, it's supposed to put food. We only put some apples and oranges. And also it's very popular in the offerings to put skulls, decorated skulls like this. But the most popular is the sugar skull like this, and it's supposed to be a candy, and you can eat it it, but actually I don't like it because it's too much sugar for me. I prefer the chocolate skulls. Love it. The candles are really important in the offerings because in the mythology, the light is supposed to show the way to the people in the pictures from the afterlife through here to visit us one night of the year. And also, this flower, it's called cempasúchil, is a typical flower of the Day of the Dead season, and actually it grows just in this time of year. What else? The paper on the wall is also really typical in the offerings. As you can see, it's about color, it's about remembering and about honoring our beloved ones that are not with us anymore. In ancient times, people were buried close to their family homes, and there was no need to have separate grave decorations and home altars. These were together in one place. Now that the dead are buried away from their homes, graves are decorated with the idea that the dead return there first. In some villages, flower petals are laid in paths from the cemetery to the home, so that the spirits will be able to find their way. In some communities, it is customary to spend the whole night in the cemetery, and people make a party of it, having a picnic supper, playing music, talking and drinking through the night. This is Reforma Street. This is one of the main streets that pass the downtown of Mexico City. And in the back, see the Angel of the Nemesis. It's one of the most important monuments in the Mexican history. And in here, we have a pretty cool exhibition about these sugar schools. Another of the activities from the Day of the Dead in Mexico is something like this. The government closed the streets for this bicycle trip. And as you can see, the culture from the United States of America had also a great influence in the Mexican culture. You can see many people are wearing dresses, costumes, like in Halloween. And other people are painted in the face like a tree, like a skull, a sugar skull. The Day of the Dead and Halloween have some common features, but they are distinct holidays. They are both based on the idea that the spirits return at that time of year. Customs around Halloween seems to stem from the idea that the spirits were malevolent. Actually, children were disguised so that they couldn't be harmed. Whereas in the Day of the Dead festivities, the spirits are joyfully welcome as family members that one hasn't seen in a year. El Día de Muertos continues to change, and a mixing of cultures and customs continues to occur. Halloween festivities are becoming more prevalent in Mexico. Masks and costumes are sold in the markets alongside sugar skulls and pan de muerto. Costume contests are held along with altar contests in schools, and some children dress up in costumes and go trick-or-treating. This holiday is an excellent time to visit Mexico. Not only will you be able to witness these special celebrations, but you can also enjoy other advantages of Mexico in the fall season. Although families celebrate this holiday privately, there are many public displays that you can enjoy, and if you act respectfully, no one will mind your presence in the cemeteries and other public spaces where Mexicans celebrate and honor their deceased. Day of the Dead is celebrated in different ways in different locations throughout Mexico. Festivities tend to be more colorful in the southern region, particularly in the states of Michoacán, Oaxaca, and Chiapas. In rural areas, celebrations are mostly solemn, whereas in bigger cities, they are sometimes irreverent. In the capital of Mexico, Mexico City, the celebrations are very large and colorful. My favorite one is the parade that takes place every year in the historic center. Well, the ride is